Hey everybody, and welcome back to Greatest Good Tarot. Hope you're doing well and trying to keep out of mischief. Welcome to our first, possibly annual Advent calendar. Yes, it's very beautiful. Can you tell we've spent much on the graphics? We've done the we've done quality goods on the graphics. We've spent hours trying to work out what symbolizes an Advent calendar with auto-generated snow. This is not a graphic. This is the computer generating the snow. Yeah, I know, isn't it? Yeah, we're geeks. Anyway, so proper nerd. I had to draw the line at the flashy lights, though. I had to draw the line because it was too complicated to program. But it's fine. It's fine. So every day we are going to have our own little Advent calendar of tarot. Yes, I've just going to have a little bit of fun, you know? And these will be going to be dives into the next year of this certain person that you won't even know until we get into it. Each one is going to be a surprise, like a proper Advent calendar. Yes, I know. But the difference is between this Advent calendar reading and the one that's available, the 12-month reading over on the website, is that we're just going to be going into seasons over here to make it a bit quicker. You know what I mean? Get on with it. Instead of month by month that we do over on the website. Okay? So, for if you do a personal private one, you get month by month. That's the difference. Okay? So, here we go. Are we? If only we could afford a drum roll for the first person. Day one of our Advent calendar of tarot. Oh my. So here we go. Today, let's have a look at how is 2025 going to be for drumroll. Katie Hopkins. Here we go. Katie Hopkins, come on down. Let's find out. Can we have a spring, summer, autumn and winter for 2025 for Katie Hopkins? For the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you. Always be appreciative. So 2 cards for each one. 2 cards for... So spring is going to be... reviewing the situation. Nice. Summer is going to be truth and following intuition. Autumn. Nice. That Knight of Swords feels quite... kind of energy there. Ain't taking nothing. Kind of energy. Kind of, yeah, like that. And then winter. End of a cycle. Okay. It feels like an apology there, actually. Okay. Overarching energy for Katie Hopkins, 2025. Temperance, following her purpose. Following where she was meant to be. Following her intuition. Learning to kind of go with the flow a lot more. Interesting. Love it. Underlying energy. Celebrations. Nice. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So the spring over here for Katie Hopkins is 7 of Pentacles. Most of the time we're seeing what happened last year, having a look, what's going on, what do we want to take on for this year, kind of not necessarily New Year's resolutions, because I don't think she's the sort of girl that goes into that kind of thing, but it's that kind of New Year, New Start energy. Where are we going to plant these seeds of opportunity kind of energy, right? Emperor here. This feels like, I don't know if she's got a kind of a manager or a team leader or someone who helps to organize stuff for her, but that feels like that, and it feels like a chap working in, it's almost as if this, I'm getting the energy of kind of plotting, planning, scheming kind of energy, where they're kind of, Katie's come to him in this instance. It doesn't necessarily have to be in the Emperor, but it does feel like a him, and go, right, don't know why she's sounding like this. Right, love, does she ever call anybody love? She sounds like she just drinks cider in a local pub. Right, love, I want to write a book. I think I want to go on tour again. there's this particular project that I really want to get involved in, or like try and work out how we can be most meaningful there, blah, 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 that kind of thing. And he's taking it on board, and he's like, okay. Because he's the plot and planning scheme. He feels like he's got a clipboard and pen. He's one of those blokes who's always got a pen on him. Nice, don't get me wrong, but he's always got a pen. Always. I don't know where he keeps it. Who keeps... He's in the shower. He's got a pen. Where's he putting it? So it's that kind of energy there, which is really interesting. So let's get the cartoon clarity and ask for just general vibes of spring. Maybe things to look out for, things of celebration, things of excitement, just kind of highlights of spring. Oh, friendships. See, there we go. See, working together. And I think that is the saving card underneath, which is perfect for the Seven of Pentacles, because it's not necessarily money. It's resources, expertise, things kind of like what's in the pantry, that kind of energy, kind of a stockpile kind of energy. What have we got to deploy in this particular way? Okay, so let me just get those out there. I know what the overarching energy is loneliness. I feel like this is more about feeling isolated than alone, kind of out on the, kind of being pushed to the sidelines. How do we change this? And triumph. It's going to be victorious and successful and all that good stuff. So it's all good, okay? So what's this last card here? Is she married? Is this her hubby? Is that who she works with now? But yeah. So all in all, great friendship, building together, deploying the things, all good stuff. Very, very lovely. Now, summertime. This feels coming out like fighting. Ace of Swords. There's some sort of... It feels like an injustice. It feels as if, like, she's putting or giving a voice or her platform to some form of injustice. And it's like, no one else is talking about it. And she's the one willing to kind of stand up to it, kind of energy. Okay? And kind of put a floodlight on it and that kind of energy. Yeah? High Priestess, it's following her intuition, following her downloads or whatever, it's that kind of, but it's kind of the energy of, and this is reminding me of, which I didn't know actually, that going back to her kind of, she was trained in the army. She was part of the army and all that kind of elite type people. That nighttime look with all the kind of camo makeup and all that kind of thing and running around and shooting things. She's done all that, right? Which explains a lot about her character, actually, I think. Soon as I learned that, I was like, oh, she's one of the kind of like, I don't want to, like old guard kind of energy. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like she's got that training in her. She knows certain things and certain ways. So it's like she like most kind of like ex-army, ex-military that I know, they've all got that same kind of seed of approach, if you get me. So this feels as if there's this injustice that she's calling it out, this truth, knowledge, wisdom, kind of like, this is not fair, this is not on, this is outrageous, we need to club together to sort that. And she doesn't even need to think about it. It's just, it's almost like just second nature. It's almost like it's the sort of person she is, kind of thing. She's got this kind of, like most people, she's got that kind of public figure energy, but this hits deep. It's like, this is ridiculous. This is not on. This needs to be fixed. It's that kind of energy. Can we have some clarity about the summer, please? But it does feel like it's going to take up all of summer. It does take, it's like a big... It's got the similar energy to the petitions that are going on right now over at Newswiki. Subtle plug, subtle plug, subtle plug. and that we're following over there, it's kind of enough's enough. It's an injustice. We can't keep doing this. This is outrageous. And standing up and being the one to take all the fodder, as it were, so that actual change can happen. Does that make sense? So we've got the management of it, the planning of it, organising. Yeah. We've got merit making, overarching energy. Before we've got one other card. Okay, in reverse. This was left field. This was not fated. This is something that is underlying energy. It's worth the effort, though. This is all about kind of what the values are, almost like kind of like Nine of Pentacles energy. I'm getting here, Hawk Lady. Yeah, that one. But the merit making is very much kind of this humbleness, this kind of morality kind of energy that I was like saying earlier, that kind of standing up for what's right, but not necessarily kind of, it feels a bit out of her comfort zone though. I feel like that this is, the energy I'm kind of feeling, okay, and I may be a little bit wrong here, but it feels very strongly like it touches a nerve. And I have to be careful because obviously at the moment it's not public knowledge, right? So the rule is that when we do public readings, we don't go into private stuff. They're not here to give verbal consent, so we don't do it. But it feels as if whatever this is touches a nerve that she wasn't expecting to talk about as a subject. And then that's why she stands up and go, no, this doesn't control me anymore kind of energy. Does that make sense? It's that sort of energy. But like I said, we're drawing a line. We're not delving into that because she's not here to consent. So autumn, it wins though. 10 of Cups. Happily ever after, happy home, kind of the weight is lifted from the summer. I also enjoy the fact that she's now gone from the Ace of Swords to the Knight of Swords. She feels a little bit apprehensive over here. Over here, she's found her voice. And the baggage has kind of been lifted. This, like I said, we're not going to get personal, but it's like this thing that she's been carrying around with her that what touches the nerve is the one thing, you know what I mean? But she's released it now. She's no longer with that baggage anymore. Hence just to jump ahead a bit, hence why we've got the 10 of Swords at the end here, kind of the end of the cycle, end of that release of that thing that she's been harboring all these years, that kind of thing, right? So the 10 of Cups over here, 10 of Cups, and the Knight of Swords is people are kind of jumping on the bandwagon with her. There's change happening, truth, knowledge, wisdom, information rushing in. People, this feels like from her, like holding people accountable for this. I don't want to call it a scandal. It doesn't feel necessarily in that ilk. You know what it almost feels as if it's kind of like it's some form of change of policy that no one would have picked up on. And I'm just going to use this as an example. I'm just going to pull this out my flappy bop as an example to try and help tell the story here. It's like there is like a sentence or two in, as an example, carers support, when family members are carers. Yeah, and then in this proposal or in this new legislation or this change or whatever it may be, there's just one or two, just like when no one else had kind of comprehended the real life changes to, like, on the ground, as it were, by these two lines. It's something like that. that then she's like, no, this is the reason why this is bad, ... that kind of energy. And she stands up and she's coming, and talking and being heard, So can we have some more information about Ten of Cups in autumn? But this feels like, I don't want to, it feels too strongly, okay? So let me be very blunt there. It feels too strongly to say that this has been overshadowing her, whatever this subject is. However, it definitely still has it's still not necessarily painful, but kind of gives her a bit of a wobble, if you get me. Yeah, she's got it in control, right? But it's like, it's still close to home. Yeah. So we've got stress, fury. Yeah. This feels like the other person. So, like, if we're using the example of and she is upset about it, obviously, but this feels like the reaction for her to calling them out. They are stressed under pressure. They are absolutely furious. And this feels like name calling, which, let's be honest, Katie Hopkins has been called every flipping thing under the sun at this point. It's just going to wash off like duck back kind of thing. Yeah. But it's how dare she say these things? As I trash the place, how dare she? So I was picking up coffee. Sorry, I do. Cheers. How dare she have an opinion about this? How dare she ruin our plans? That kind of energy. So, Ace of Cups in the winter months of 2025. Let's have a look at this. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. And if you're enjoying this new kind of adventure, they're going to be every day up to Festmas. Yeah, I know. Even Christmas Day, I'm going to pre-record it. Don't get me wrong. I've got plans with alcohol on Christmas Day and much feasts of food. Excuse me, but you can always check it. Check in. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. Ding-a-ling that bell. Like the videos and all that kind of stuff. And remember, for the little boys and girls, we've also got a live stream Santa tracker, mainly because, and this is between you and me, just so you know, it's literally there to test some things for next year for Newswiki and this channel and stuff like that for live streaming and stuff. Or, like I said, all this snow is automatically, is being generated. Okay, this is not a repeat video loop. This is true, like the computer is deciding where all the dots are for the snow. Stuff like that is happening on that stream. So even though it's a Santa tracker and hopefully will circumvent, this is what I learned last year, all the kids have got iPads, right, for school. However, they're locked down. So when my nephew came in and was like, "Oh, we can track Santa on the last year, like online, supposedly, sort of thing," in his 7-year-old voice. I don't think he used the word supposedly either, but by the by, I was like, "Oh, well, go and get your iPad, and then I'll set it up for you." And so we went there, and it was blocked on his iPad. This is not, for proper use of the doobly-doo whatnots. I'm like, but he's only 7, and it's like, whatever. So that's why, primarily, we've set it up so we're trying to break it, okay? At this time of year, what's relevant, we're doing that. But behind the scenes, it's 1.5 version of the petition streams and what I've been doing previously over at Twitch and all that. It's blending technologies together to see if it works. That's what's really going on. So if you've got, kids this Festmas, and you want to Yeah, they want to partake in the whole kind of Santa tracker thing. That's going to be there, and that's what it's supposed to be doing. We had the extra little bit of resources, and I was like, you know what? Let's find out. Let's learn this December for next year. So that's what's going on, just to push you over in that direction. And if it works, we can do it next year as well. I don't know, just to have a bit of fun. But yeah, that's the plan. Doobie doobie doo. Oh, there's a lot in reverse here. But for winter of 2025 for Katie Hopkins, let's have a look. Confinement. Care card, looking after her family. Hesitation. Oh, wow. Coach, relaxation, perseverance, justice in reverse. Oh, wow. Excuse me. This is going to escalate. And with the care card, it's very much kind of looking after her family, her own. Oh, there's light there. Looking after her own family and stuff like that. Okay. What to do? She hasn't got any with the Ace of Cups here. This offer. It feels as if, but she hasn't got any with the coach. She hasn't got advice. She doesn't. She's not tranquil. She's not at peace. This is not an ego trip. She's a bit worn down a little bit about this whole thing. Perseverance in reverse, but there is an injustice, and the decision here with the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Cups feels as if there is this offer of opportunity for her to sue somebody, to hence this confinement. This is her. This hesitation. Do I, don't I? Looking at, but it will send them to jail. It will send them to, Coventry. Oh, no, I'm going to have people complaining about, it's a phrase. It's a term of phrase. It's that kind of thing. Okay. This doesn't feel like her. This doesn't feel like the Emperor. This doesn't feel like anything. What it does feel like is far, far away from what she was planning on doing in 2025. But this is very much a calling. This is very much finally sorting out this injustice. And it feels as if there is some sort of, I don't want to call it legal aid because that actually means something. But, there is somebody coming in that goes, look, there's this going on. You've highlighted it. You've made, did I do the underlining? Oh, hold on, that one. Withdrawal. This awakening with withdrawal. They're trying to put her back in her box, kind of energy in the winter time. And it's like, no, the only way out of this is to actually, disclosure, information, this kind of, what is it when everyone clubs together? Case lawsuit? No. But anyway, it's like kind of multiple people clubbing together to actually do this lawsuit kind of thing. To stand up for this injustice, to stand up for this this situation here. So even though what's fated for her is kind of all this over here, what actually happens is that she stands up and to be counted as for a pillar of change, and it ends in this lawsuit of some description, standing up for this injustice, for the, like I said, these two sentences or something, these which are very specific, and it's like that's what we're talking about here. So, yeah, what an interesting ending. But it's like I think it's mainly because it's the time of year, like this time next year. She's like, is it really? Do we need to file it before Festivus and New Year and all that kind of shenanigans? But it does feel as if there is this change. She's putting her money, like down here, putting her money where class action lawsuit. That's what I was looking for, that Kate thing there. It feels like there's multiple people clubbing up against this, and this is going to end in someone going to jail. Do not pass go. Do not pass, collect $200, that kind of thing. It's straight in. All because of it's like some form of hypocrisy. That's what it's like going to these like two sentences that mean so much, but no one, yeah. Anyway, so there we go. That's our first, advent calendar entry for 2024. Ooh, very, very exciting. If you, like I said, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, dingling that bell, thummy on the like button, definitely helps us out. And you can join in tomorrow for day 2 on the Advent calendar of tarot. Ooh, who could it be? Who could it be? Who would it be? You'll have to come back and find out. But until next time, where we do this shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.